So I've pulled 3 cards, and the first one's the environment. The second one is what's going on underneath, like your subconscious or what's changing. And the third is the outcome. And then I'll choose a chakra card to see how, from this deck, here's the 7 chakras cards, to see how it complements the spread. Okay, well, your first card in your environment is the same as the 7 of Swords, or excuse me, the 6 of Swords. And this is about leaving the past behind, moving forward, and not your whole past, of course, but usually this card is indicative of a woman and a child in a boat, and they're moving, there's 6 swords in the boat, and they're moving towards uncharted territory. It's like leaving any negative situation behind and moving into a lighter, adventurous, or at least feeling like it's going to be lighter than it was. And of course, the swords are about our mental thinking, our worries, our fears. So this card is gently saying you are thinking more optimistically, you're more hopeful. Whatever you've been concerned, worried about, stressed about, for a lot of you, there's a lighter adventure coming for you, a lighter phase of your life. Okay, and so the next card, in fact, you have 2 7s in your spread. The last 2 are 7s. This is the 7 major arcana card, and this is the 7 of Pentacles, which is about your money. So the major arcana cards are what? Well, they're the universe saying, this is your spiritual life lesson right now. This is a teaching for you, and this is the area of what's changing. And in your changing position is the same as the Chariot. And I love that for you guys, because the power of your soul is pushing you and nudging you steadily forward. So whether you're setting new goals, or you're developing ideas, or you're planning a journey, which very much could be these 2 guys are facing each other, it's really essential that you carry it out with thought. And since this is so much of a thinking card, I feel like that's apropos that you have done that, or you're in the midst of planning and setting new goals and ideas forward. So, tap into your inner guidance and balance that with self-control and perseverance, and you're likely to manifest a triumph. So perseverance, self-control, hard work, your inner guidance. So this is really kind of like strength and power moving forward. And I say power, but the power within you is ready to move forward. You don't have to do life's ups and downs alone. There's people around you that are in support of you. So if you feel like you're having to take big steps, or that life is calling you out to do that, which is what this card is about, but you see he has this red flag, and this red flag is like victorious to him, and this horse is leading him. And so that's what reminds me, horses are all about strength and success. So you have those around you who are ready to help you or support you, or, maybe if it's your guides or angels, ready to guide you. But this is a powerful time to tap into the knowledge of others as well as your own inner resources. So let others help guide you. Let others, if they have suggestions, ideas, input, listen to them, because I feel like if you feel like it's meaningful, of course, but you don't have to do this alone. It's your inner resources combined with other people's knowledge and suggestions that will help guide you forward into your new journey, into your new position of work. You're leaving one state, moving to another one, or one country, moving to another one journey to another, right? That's what these two cards really emphasize. Now, your third card is the same as the Seven of Pentacles. And again, I was talking about what the seven implies. It's patience and planning, basically. The Seven of Pentacles usually has the artwork of a guy that's out in a field, like he's been working a harvest. He has his head down like he needs a rest. And so he can manifest more, so he can manifest abundantly. But he needs to take that time out to reflect. So allow yourself to do some introspection. There's these two columns here. Again, this is about balance. And there's the sun in the middle, the stars on one side, and there's green on the other. So it combines all the earthly elements. You have everything you need. But when it comes to your money and your body and your health, your specific, again, your surroundings, what's outside of you as well as your physical body, you may want to take a time out and not abort the project or leave the project behind, but visualize so that you can come back to it and move things in the direction that you want. So basically your environment is saying, okay, you're definitely moving away from what hasn't worked. The universe is calling you out to use your guidance and other people's suggestions so that you can move in a successful way. There's planning and patience that around your physical activity and money. So let things be okay. Let things pan out how the divine universe wants them to. That's what it's asking you to do. Let's see what the chakra card. It's like this top one wants to come out, so I'm going to pull it. The third eye. Okay, so that is of course, the third eye chakra in the middle of the forehead or between the two eyebrows. It's psychic intuition, it's clairvoyancy. It's about raising your vibration to be able to receive intuitive hits. The key words are I see. So when you're in a situation and something comes into your third eye, or it's just a knowing or intuitive hit, or you have a visual, don't turn away from that, or just don't say, oh no, that's nothing. I many times have done readings where it's like, really, that's the visual I'm getting right now? And you'd be surprised how it connects with what's going on with the person. So let those visuals come to you. You guys are so good at that anyway. I mean, you're a water sign. You're intuitive, right? Let the knowings come to you. It will help you along this journey. And to balance the third eye, visualization, color therapy, meditation. Meditation with visualizations is awesome. Kind of like let your mind go. You may want to sit down and ask yourself a question like, okay, what does this month look like to me? What does it visually look like to me? Close your eyes, take a deep breath. And then the first thing that comes up, it could be a color, it could be a number, it could be just a straightforward visual, straight up visual. But the third eye works closely with the crown chakra and the throat chakra. So the crown chakra is the seventh, which is on, your crown on top of your head. And then the throat is the throat. So the third eye sees, and therefore with the throat it expresses. With the crown, the seventh, it gains the spiritual wisdom in order to see. So the third eye is a lot of fun to play with. And if you'd like, I do that. That's one of the things I do is work with people to open up their third eye. And the orange-red button is the order reading button. From there, you'll see my menu of services. That's one of them. Or you can get a tarot reading or numerology, whatever you like. But you can go on there and order a reading, and then the scheduler will contact me. So what this is saying is, while you're on this change, while you're on this journey, use your intuition. Allow it to come up and empower you. And if you're an empathic person, which, as you know, that means just picking up on other people's energies, then know it's a gift. I know sometimes, we need to raise our vibration in order not to take on everyone's energy. But some of that may be coming up for some of you as well. So, you may want to work with the stones. So for the third eye, the amethyst would be great. Color purple. I highly suggest amethyst. I mean, there's other stones, but I mean, this is all about intuition. Okay, my friends, I'm going to add up the 3 cards. So we have 6 and 7 is 13, and 7 is 20. And that reduces to a 2. And 2 in numerology is about diplomacy and patience. And that's what we're talking about here. On this third one is the outcome. Have patience, have peace, diplomacy. When I draw out the number 2 when I'm doing a numerology reading, it reminds me of a swan on a lake. Just peaceful, not bothering anybody. So being diplomatic with the nature around the swan. So, there's a calling out for you to do that and have that inner guidance to allow you to move forward. Okay? Because in the the major arcana cards, the number 2 is the magician card. The number 2 is the high priestess, I believe. Yes. The high priestess is all about her intuition. She is the psychic one of all of the tarot deck. Yes, she goes by her guidance, inner guidance. She knows there's the ebbs and flows of life, and she's okay with that. And if you use this, you'll begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper meaning. So you can not only benefit and observe beneath and beyond what's in front of you, you'll see the real deal, what's really going on. So it's calling out for you guys, Scorpio, to use that natural, innate, intuitive ability that you have and perceive so that you yourself, and with the help of others, possibly move forward.